Good evening, or good morning as the case may be. Being the wonders of the internet, I'm not entirely sure what time you're watching this, but nonetheless, here we are now at Foundation Fitness and Therapy. We get a lot of questions here all the time from many people. Why are we rolling on the floor? Why does Thomas have such incredible sideburns? But another thing that comes up a lot is, what do you eat for breakfast? Well, we're going to try something here today. It's going to be my first time preparing them, but Tom has assured me that it is a straightforward and easy process. So if I can do it here in the wonders of the gym, there's absolutely no reason why you can't do it at home. Maybe in a kitchen, that's possible too. So the ingredients we're going to use for this recipe: protein powder. You can use chocolate like me if you want. Vanilla is also very nice. We're also going to use porridge oats, nice and cheap. Low-fat cottage cheese, and eggs. And these are special eggs, brought to us by one of our favourite customers from her farm in Clare Bridge. Only the finest. So now that we have the ingredients here, we can move on to the actual cooking. So for the preparation, we're going to bring the camera in a bit closer and let you see close up how it looks. Okay, so here we go. First thing, we're going to make a slightly different quantity to the one on the recipe, but just follow the instructions provided. You'll be okay, I'm pretty sure. You know, just be sure to leave the gas off when you're done. You should be okay. So we're going to use 4 eggs, 100 grams of oats, 100 grams of cottage cheese, and we're going to use a scoop, which is a little bit more than what we said in the recipe, but me and Tom are hungry right now, so that's what's happening. So eggs, you take an egg, you crack it, throw it in the blender. Then you do it for the next one. And you watch Thomas getting eggs all over the lovely gym as well. And a duck egg for luck. And another important thing, don't be worried about eating too many eggs. Eggs are good, and anyone that tells you you shouldn't eat more than 1 egg a day is trying to deprive you of the egg joy in your life. Eggs are important for good health. They're very good for you. So next we're going to put this on our little weighing scale. Zero the scale, lovely little scale provided by Argos, and we're going to use approximately 100 grams of oats. Where's that? Okay. Being that I'm looking at it upside down and I'm easily confused, this is not working out so well for me, but we'll continue going. We're nearly there, nearly there. And there we go, 100. Next we're going to add 100 grams of our finest low-fat cottage cheese from Lidl. Well, that didn't work so well. And that's approximately right. The little calibrated sensor in my brain tells me that half of a 200 gram packet is roughly equivalent to 100 grams. And then next we are going to add protein powder. From one I prepared earlier. So now we get to blend it, because as the man famously says on YouTube, will it blend? Well, being that it's eggs and protein powder, I think the chances are quite high. And don't do something stupid like me. Make sure you put the cover on top. So I guess I wasn't stupid today. And this should be appropriately blended. Well, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful sight to behold? So now next we're going to get it on the pan. Right, so here we are back again. So now I hope you had a little more foresight than I, and you preheated your pan while you were making the rest of the mixture. It makes things go a little quicker. So we're going to put a little bit of oil onto a paper towel, rub it around the pan. So we're going to have a trace amount of oil on the pan, but we're not going to be eating a ton of oil. So let's see how badly and messy this goes. There we go. Oil on my hands, oil on the towel, and now oil on the pan. Lovely hot pan. As Tom says, you can't have the pan hot enough. We'll find out if that's true later. So as you can see, not much oil there now. And now we begin. So, let them out. Look at that lovely thick mixture. And then we're going to spread it around the pan a little bit. Back on the heat, and now we wait. So we're going to wait approximately until the edges of the pancake start to brown. This is what I'm told, at least. It's a new experience for me, guys, so we'll see how we get on. Oh, look at those bubbles. Isn't this exciting? I am clasping my hands with glee as I feast my eyes upon this potential feast in the near future, at least. Now that smoke is normal, Tom, yes?
You can turn it off.
Okay, so now this is the area where Thomas will screw up if he does screw up. So just go from one side, make sure it's nice and loose underneath, and then would you look at that? It was almost like I knew what I was doing. Aside from the derogatory commentary, I probably could have gotten away with that. And those pesky kids in the background, but nonetheless. And let's check underneath to see how it's going. Could do a second more, not much. And now, let's pull this guy off and see how he looks. Probably should have gotten a bigger plate, but it may do the job. One pancake. And let's turn off the hot plate now. So now, guys, we have before us 3 beautiful pancakes. For some people that just simply isn't enough, so we're going to add a little spice into the equation. Well, not quite spice, but a little bit of variety. So we have a couple of things here we can add to our pancakes. First of all, some lovely low-fat yogurt. So let's stick a bit of that on Mr. Pancake here. Oh yeah, look at that, beautiful. And now, I don't know about you, but I like a bit of sweet to go with my yogurt. And I also like to lick my fingers. But that's a separate issue. So here we have the king of the fruits. Well, I'm not too sure if he's the king of the fruits, but he's pretty awesome. It's the blueberry. Great tasting, low in sugar. I had an argument with my mother one day in Chicago about the king of the fish. She reckoned it was a salmon. I asked the waiter, he reckoned it was a shark. My mother was distraught. But next, we'll move along. We also have again cottage cheese, because cottage cheese is awesome. So we're going to stick some on this pancake over here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Tasty. And a lovely accompaniment, flaked almonds. So on they go, flaky flake. Lovely. So here we have another one. And last of all, what is this funky looking apple, you say? Well, this is no apple. This is called a pomegranate. And I'm going to use my trusty Leatherman here to slice them open. Obviously this Leatherman is not quite large enough for this task, but he gets through it. As you can see, this is no apple. So we're going to cut him into quarters, and hopefully not slice my thumb yet. And there we go. So next, look at this magically open pomegranate. It's not because I screwed up in the previous take, but let's just roll with it, okay? So we're going to put a bit of yogurt on this last pancake. Oh yes, yogurt. Spread it around a little bit. I was told to do that. And then we're back to the pomegranate. So now, I'm told this yellow stuff is quite bitter. So, we just got to get our fingers in there and let the little seedy bits out. I'll take out that. Nobody saw that. Except everybody on the internet, but nonetheless. So, and there we have a selection of things we can do for breakfast. So try your own pancakes. Don't be afraid to tell us how badly or how well it went for you. I'm hoping it went well. I'll tell you in a few minutes how well it went for me. So, best of luck, guys.